Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another live stream. Jeremie Frimpong to Liverpool is advancing and is said to be advancing at a very, very swift rate. Of course, over the past few days, we've heard that Frimpong to Liverpool is a genuine possibility. It's likely to happen. And last night, Fabrizio Romano came out and stated that talks, negotiations, personal terms were advancing very, very swiftly to the point where it seems like this move could be very imminent in happening. And I, for one, am excited by this. I, for one, am looking forward to the potential, the real possibility of Jeremie Frimpong being in a Liverpool shirt for next season. I like this player. The more and more that I read and that I hear from other fans, it gets me kind of excited and intrigued at the possibility of seeing Jeremie Frimpong in a Liverpool shirt for next season. There are one or two things that I guess you could argue aren't exactly perfect. Is he the most perfect signing that Liverpool can make? Arguably not in that particular right back position. But as a replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold, as competition and as well cover for Connor Bradley, I, for one, really like this. So I'm really intrigued by the possibility of this happening. Very intrigued by the possibility of seeing Jeremie Frimpong in a Liverpool shirt. Big up Luca, who's in the building. Guys, go subscribe to Luca's channel. Doing some great stuff over there. He is he's putting out some fantastic content. He's trying to do it on a daily as well. I'm sure there'll be something for everybody over there. So do go check out Luca's channel. Big up to him for joining us on the stream today. So yeah, get involved, guys. Get involved with the like button. Get involved with the subscribe button if you are new, of course. Both of those things would be greatly appreciated. And of course, get involved in the chat as well. Would love to hear what you have to say on the potential or seemingly imminent arrival of Jeremie Frimpong, if this is to fully materialize and to go ahead, of course. I know that Liverpool's transfers in recent history hasn't exactly gone according to plan on a number of them. But this one is looking excitingly good at the prospect of us seeing a brand new face through the door at Liverpool Football Club this summer. And look, as I said the other day when I did my video, this ticks a lot of boxes for FSG and for Liverpool. This is a player who has a 35 million euro release clause. That is the big one, in my opinion. Like, it's not a lot. And when you consider the type of player he is, when you consider the experience he has, 35 million euros, that works out at roughly 29.5 million pounds. That is a bargain in this day and age. To get a player of this quality, with this magnitude, what he possesses, the experience he has, and of course, the age, the sweet spot of the age he is at, 24 years of age. It just seems like it's too good of a deal to turn down. It really, really does, because the possibility is like he could go on to become one of the best fullbacks / wing backs in not just the Premier League, but maybe the world. In a 3 or 4 years' time, Liverpool could get an offer for him that's too good to turn down. And from a business point of view, it makes sense. From the here and now perspective, he's got good experience with playing with Bayer Leverkusen. He was a big part of Leverkusen's invincible season, winning both the Bundesliga title and the German Cup. He helped them get to a Europa League final. I think he had like 18 goal contributions, I believe, in that season. I could be wrong. I could be really over-exaggerating it. No, he did. He had 18 goal contributions in the Bundesliga for that invincible season. I think for this season, he's got 5 goals and 6 assists this season. So he's no stranger to contributing on the attacking front. And as I mentioned again in the video that I did the other day, the attacking prowess of this guy is exciting to watch. He's electric. The pace he's got he's speedy, he's fast, he's got a good approach attacking wise. Again, defensively, you can say he's a little suspect, but I just think that the more and more that I think about it, the more and more that I'm going to go on this belief that Arne Slot is going to just want him to attack next season. He's going to try and get Konate to cover. He's probably going to get Gravenberch, or if we buy a DM in the summer, maybe to drop a little deeper. I just have this feeling that he's just going to want him to just bomb forward as much as he can, because that is what Frimpong has been known for these past couple of years. That is what Frimpong is strong at. Just absolutely bombing it up and down the right wing, getting crosses into the area, pressing from the front, because Frimpong can do that. And Frimpong stats back that up. He's got one of the highest sprint speeds in the Bundesliga. He makes the most, or makes one of the highest number of sprints in that league. Presses from the front well, gets a lot of crosses into the box, always looking to set up his teammates. This guy is great. I'm more convinced by the minute, with everything that I see, everything that I hear, everything that I read, that this guy is going to be a success at Liverpool Football Club. And for those of you that are questioning his defensive side of his game, look, I admit, like, he can be a little suspect at times. There's no doubt about it. But everybody is. Everybody can be a little suspect at times. Even the best defenders currently in world football, the best defenders that have ever been in world football, are a little suspect defensively at times. We've just obviously spent many a year defending a right back who is now going to be going to Real Madrid, saying he's not that bad defensively, which he isn't, by the way. I still stand by that. But when a lot of rival fans were saying that, when a lot of rival fans were getting on at Liverpool fans for defending this guy, we simply ignored them and tried to defend our man as best as we could. So he's not exactly like a Wan-Bissaka. He's not defensively as minded as that. But going forward, he is going to be a problem for any defense, because he can spring forward. And one of the areas that I think this current Liverpool squad lacks is speed, is pace, is a quickness on the counter-attack. And Jeremie Frimpong would provide that in abundance. Speed, just bombing down that right wing. And not only that as well, but in order to help Salah out, we need someone like that. We need someone that's going to create for our creator. Because as incredible and phenomenal as what Mo Salah has been this season, the chances are is that next season, there could be a slight decline. And that might be okay, because the exceptional standards that Salah's had means that a slight decline is still going to be an excellent season as far as what he's concerned. But the slight decline might come down another way, if you get what I'm saying. Like, if we go for a world-class striker, suddenly Salah may not be scoring the amount of goals that he has done in previous years, but maybe he's getting a few more assists to add to his already impressive assist collection. Maybe he is getting a few more goals that getting a few more assists that he probably would have got these past couple of years had he not been playing alongside the likes of Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz. Maybe that is the way to go. And of course, the way to get the best out of Mo Salah, you've got to give him space, and you've got to obviously take away the sort of doubling up act that a lot of defenders, a lot of opposition players are doing now. They're just doubling up on Salah, and they're just trusting that the likes of Diaz and Gakpo and Jota will not be able to create much. That is what we've seen towards the end of this season, which is why Salah, in my opinion, hasn't quite been as effective as what he was during the first half of the season. A lot of teams are just putting their faith that the other players in the Liverpool team creatively aren't as strong as Salah. Now, every now and again, Diaz will do something. Every now and again, Szoboszlai will do something. Every now and again, Jota will do something that is creative and can obviously carve open a defense that is tight. But it's not as consistent as what Salah can obviously produce. And the way that obviously you bring Salah into that realm to obviously be able to do that is to have an attacking fullback that is going to go on the overlap, through the underlap, work out this chemistry and this obviously in tandem kind of thinking with Salah to obviously take a defender out of the equation and let Salah 1v1. And most times in that 1v1, Salah will do something that is effective and devastating towards the opposition. It sounds simple, and it necessarily is, but if you look back over the course of this season when Trent was out and or Connor Bradley was out, and we had to stick with like playing Jarell Kwanzaa at right back, he's obviously not going to make those kinds of runs beyond the defender or beyond the defense because he's not that guy. He's not that guy, and obviously he's not a natural right back. So having that player that's going to just bomb down the right, go on the overlap, or work out Salah's positioning, go through the underlap so that Salah can play him into the byline to whip across back, is going to be super effective to what Arne Slot is wanting to do. Yeah, there's going to be some space in behind, and I'm sure opposition attacks are going to be looking to exploit that kind of space on their own counter-attack, but it's nothing more different than what we've been used to seeing from opposition attacks these past several years. They've tried to exploit that area as well between Konate and Trent, so why should this be any different? But in terms of going forward for us, Frimpong down the right, Salah linking up with him and able to just drift off his 1v1 defender. Yep, we need some creativity elsewhere, and that's why I think we've been linked with the likes of Xavi Simons and Ryan Cherki, and also Florian Wirtz more recently. I'm kind of impressed that we are looking at that, and that is encouraging to me, and that is hopefully going to be another case of excitement later on down the line if we are to get a very big creative influence elsewhere on the pitch, not just from Salah to take the weight off of Salah. But it is very, very exciting. Very exciting to see the prospect that Jeremie Frimpong may be on his way to Liverpool. Ozan Kabak, yes, he played centre-back. Absolutely. Love it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you are well. You say that I believe the Frimpong links, the Wirtz links. No. I agree with you, bro. I've made a couple of videos over the past couple of days on both Frimpong and Wirtz. I basically talked about Frimpong, about how this is a perfect sort of move for Liverpool Football Club and for FSG in terms of obviously the financial position, the age range, the release clause, and also the fact as well, I didn't mention this earlier in the stream, but the fact that he's homegrown as well is also a big plus for Jeremie Frimpong. For Florian Wirtz, I like that it shows a bit of ambition to go and get him. I don't think he's going to be leaving Germany, though. I think he's going to be staying in Germany and playing for Bayern Munich next season. That would be my guess. Unless, obviously, Manchester City can somehow manage to prize him away from Germany. I would suspect he's going to be going to play for Bayern Munich. But, as I previously mentioned as well, I am encouraged by the fact that we are seemingly looking for a creative influence other than Mo Salah to take the weight off of Salah's shoulders a little bit there. Because it did seem like towards the end of this season that if Salah's not creating, we're really struggling to create. Like I say, Szoboszlai can do it. Diaz can do it. McAllister can do it, but they're not exactly the most consistent, and it's not necessarily McAllister's main job, in all honesty, to create. But you get what I'm saying. Like, the consistency levels of our creativity just aren't there unless it's Mo Salah. And even then, like I say, if teams manage to double up on Salah, more often than not, they manage to neutralize him a little bit. And with that being said, it's not exactly the most ideal situation for Liverpool to be in. But if we can get Frimpong to obviously isolate Salah against his opponent in a 1v1, if we can obviously get a creative influence elsewhere on the pitch, I think next season is going to look a little bit more well-rounded, shall we say, than what a lot of people just believe is just the Mo Salah FC team. That's just my opinion on that. Szoboszlai needs to really step up next season in terms of assists or chances created. Absolutely, I agree with you, mate. Like I say, his consistency levels are a little bit underwhelming at times and inconsistent themselves, and his creativity levels are a little bit inconsistent as well. So I 100% agree with you. And that's why I think we are looking for like a Shirky or a Wirtz or a Siemens. Like, it's something that I think we need to look at for a long time, especially now that Slot seems to like to play with a number 10. I've been saying for a lot this season that I would have liked to have seen more of Harvey Elliott in that role, personally. But he doesn't exactly seem to be in Arne Slot's plans and could be on his way out of Liverpool this summer. So I don't think that's probably going to be something that we're going to see going forward. But I like the fact that we are seemingly looking for that creative spark in the midfield, because apart from pace, which is what Jeremie Frimpong is going to provide, another area we so lack in is creativity. And like I say, if Salah's not providing it on a consistent basis, and if Salah's being completely taken out of the game by one or two or even three defenders, he's not going to be able to have the same level of creative influence that he would have had he gone in a simple one-on-one kind of scenario. So I 100% agree with you, my friend. Szoboszlai is certainly someone that needs to have. I still think he has a role in this team. I still think with the kind of player he is, that kind of energy, that work rate, that sort of, that tenacity. And of course, if he starts to shoot a bit more regularly from distance, because we know he's got an absolute rocket of a right foot, if he just starts to shoot a bit more regularly and start to do these kinds of things that you see in his highlight packages a bit more, Szoboszlai could really turn up next season. He could really be a very big influence on this team. But no, like as far as the kind of player he is, still has a role. But yes, I 100% agree with you. Does need to step up next season, no doubt about it whatsoever. Frimpong, I'm looking forward to this one. I really, really am. Like I say, I think he's just going to be a very exciting player. I think there's been a lot of people that have kind of made this comparison to like Hakimi at PSG, the attacking influence on the game that he has. I just think it's going to be just something to really look forward to next season. Just Frimpong, Salah cutting inside. Like I say, if we can get a creative 10 as well, that would be great. And then all we need is a striker to finish them off. Obviously, I think we'll probably need another centre back, and we'll definitely need to look at our left back situation. If we can get Kirkes as well, what a compliment that is going to be. Frimpong down one side, Kirkes down the other. I rate that highly if that is going to be the case, and I'm just getting excited just thinking about it. And then, like I say, you've got two fullbacks that can properly cross a ball. You've got two fullbacks that are, one fullback that's going to keep bombing down the one side. You've got another one that can do that, but I think is a little bit more reserved because of how good he is with the ball at his feet and how good he is at just whipping a ball with that left foot of his. And then all you need is a player that is going to finish off these chances. A striker, a killer up front, an absolute machine in front of goal. Alexander Isak's the obvious one, but I don't think that's going to happen. Ekatike's name's been mentioned. Again, promising, but a bit of a project player. I don't know. I feel like it's probably going to be Ekatike out of those two. I would love it to be. If we got Isak, man, I would lose my mind. If we got Isak, I would absolutely lose my mind over signing Alexander Isak. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he'll stay at Newcastle for at least one more year. I would lose my mind if it was. And just the prospect of just him just not needing just needing to press from the front when he needs to. But for the most part, just let Salah, let Kirkes, let Frimpong just do all the hard work and find you in the box. And as long as you're going to take your chances, that would be insane to me. That would be absolutely insane to me and just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to watch overall. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I really, really don't, unfortunately. Ekatike could be more possible. I don't want Benjamin Sesko. Slovenian Darwin Núñez, no. We have one Darwin Núñez. Hopefully he's going to be on his way to Saudi this summer for the betterment of both the club and for himself as a player and as a human. But yeah, Sesko just reminds me so much of Núñez. And I don't want another kind of, project sort of Núñez kind of player. Don't want anything like that. I just want someone that is going to take their chances on a more consistent level than what Núñez is right now. So fingers crossed that we get that. Fingers crossed that goes well. And like I say, I'm very much excited for what's going to happen with Liverpool. Very much excited about this summer. I know that obviously Liverpool in the past have had these kind of talks before where it's been like, oh, there's a massive war chest and there's going to be a lot of activity in the summer. And we've often been left slightly underwhelmed or disappointed about what the summer has actually produced rather than what was talked about of being produced. But I've got a good feeling about this summer. I really, really do. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually going into a transfer window where I am extremely optimistic about what's going to happen. Now, I could be coming back to this stream later on down the line and I could be going, what the hell was I thinking? What the hell was I even suggesting or saying when coming back to this? Maybe it is going to be an underwhelming summer. Maybe it is going to be a summer of false promises and missed opportunities and all of that kind of stuff. But I kind of want to back it this year. I really, really do. I really want to hope and pray that this is going to be a summer that is going to be exciting. This is going to be a summer that is going to be very, very intriguing. And this is going to be a summer in which there's going to be a lot of transfer activity. And it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be exciting. And it's going to leave a lot of optimism that maybe for the first time in my lifetime, Liverpool Football Club will actually successfully defend a Premier League crown. Maybe Liverpool Football Club go on to win multiple trophies. Maybe Liverpool Football Club make it 7 Champions Leagues. Who knows? Who knows? Big up Jordan. Guys, go and subscribe to Jordan Hyman's channel if you haven't already. Doing some incredible stuff over there. He's constantly live streaming. He's constantly doing something to do with football or cricket or wrestling. So if that tickles your fancy, go and subscribe over there on Jordan's channel. I will be dropping a link in a moment, bro, so you can come on and have your say on this transfer story. Do you rate Jaro Hato? I've not seen enough of him to really rate or not rate him, in all honesty. Don't religiously follow Eredivisie. I've seen a few bits and pieces here and there because obviously I've known for a while that we've been linked with him. I know that he's quite versatile in the way that he can be a left back, in the way that he can be a left centre back, which could be useful. But yeah, for me, the jury's still out. I'm not going to claim like I know him completely. I'm not going to claim like I know him inside and out. But from the little bits that I have seen, from the little bits that I have read about, and obviously I've heard people talk about, I don't know, but I wouldn't say I'm not completely sold because again, I don't know him that well, but I kind of want to trust that, you know, for the first time in a while, maybe our board is back together, back singing on the same hymn sheet. And if they are rating this guy and if they do trust, then maybe we should trust the club a little bit more. I know they let us down last summer. They got away with it with the way that obviously Arne Slot managed to defy the odds and win the league. So, Hato for me, jury's still out. I'd say the jury is still out on that one. Anyway, dropping the link, guys. If anybody and everybody wants to come on, that would be most welcome. If you want to have your say on this situation, you are more than welcome to join. Would love to gauge the opinions, thoughts, comments, and predictions and whatever else there is to say about these kinds of topics to do with Liverpool and the transfer activity of this summer. So please do get involved. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new or want to see more content like this. Both things, all of those things will be greatly appreciated from you guys. Can't thank you enough for the support that the channel is receiving, by the way. It's absolutely incredible. So thank you all so much for that. Yeah. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to this summer. Like I say, if there's so many, like for me, Kirkaz would be guaranteed. I would love to see a Shirky or a Wirtz. Probably more Shirky because I feel like he's a bit more realistic. But I'd love to see a creative midfielder in the team as well. Go with a striker as well. Isak, like I say, would be mind-boggling for me, but I don't necessarily think that is going to be the case. And a left winger as well. Unless we are going to trust a few of our younger players, a few of our academy graduates maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I like to see them get a bit more time this year. I'd like to see a bit more of Engamoa. I'd like to see a bit more of Trey and Yone as well. I'd love to see a couple, those two in particular. I'm sure there are a couple more as well that I'd like to see a bit more of in the senior squad surrounding. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a very interesting. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know whether you guys are kind of on the same level of optimism as I am, but it's just simply because like this is like pre-season now, isn't it? This is like an extended pre-season. That's why we're getting all of these transfer talks. That's why we're getting all of these kind of transfer stuff. Joining me now, the one and only Jordan Hyman. How you doing, bro?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Gakpo, Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Frimpong. Let's go. Dutchies in the Prem. Let's go. Come on, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. Really good. I'm buzzing. Oh my
word. I rate it, man. I rate, and yeah, like the Dutch nationality continues to grow strong in this Liverpool team. I mean, he's technically homegrown, but he obviously plays for Netherlands, so he's Dutch. So I take it you're happy about this news, then, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go, man.
Simple as that. What's your take on this then? How do you think he's going to bleed into this Liverpool team going forward? If obviously this is to happen, I'm assuming this is going to happen. So let's assume it's going to happen. How do you see it working out for him?
Look, man, this player. Despite I'm a Liverpool fan as well, and I do Liverpool content indeed, but I watched this player few days back for Bayer Leverkusen. He has won the Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen. We already smashed his team in the Champions League before the knockout stage 4 goals to nil. This player is just too good. He's also quick. I hear rival fans talking about him as well. He's very, very fast as well over as a right wing back. But this player, man, I rate this player. He's a gem. And look, man, I have to give credit to my captain, VVD. If it wasn't him, we would have never have these 4 Dutchies. We would have still have 3 Dutchies. But now I think Gakpo, Gravenberch, and Van Dijk with Frimpong. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be amazing. Who's gonna stop us? No one can. Because with Frimpong and his speed, who's gonna really stop our club Liverpool by not winning number 21 come 25-26 season? Frimpong, come on, man. This player is amazing. Despite everyone was talking, so they want different defender, indeed. But man, this Frimpong player, man, bring him, man. He decided to say he want to leave Bayer Leverkusen. Come on, send him come. Now I have no problem. 4 Dutchies is a revolution at Liverpool Football Club. So yeah.
I rate it, man. I rate it. Like I say, I rate this because I mean Ozan says here that he's not good in defending, and he directs that at what you were just saying. For me, attack is the best form of defense sometimes, and I just have a feeling that with the way that obviously we've defended Trent for so long, that he's not that good at defending. It's not going to be that much different. The transition from Trent to Frimpong. I just think that we're going to be a bit more. We're going to have a bit more pace about us down that right hand side now. We're going to have a bit more tenacity down that right hand side. We're going to have a lot more speed, a lot more pace. Counter attacking wise, we're going to be stronger down that side with Frimpong. And like I say, he likes to get to the byline and put a lot of crosses in. And I know it's going to mean that the likes of Konate and Gravenberch are probably going to have a lot to do covering wise. But I agree with you, man. I really do rate this signing. I think he's providing good competition, good cover for Connor Bradley as well. And like I say, I think he can work in very good tandem with Mo Salah. And if he can do the kind of if he can do the kind of legwork for Salah, which is just taking out defenders so Salah can just be isolated and be free to roam wherever he wants, I feel like not only will that benefit Jeremie Frimpong, but that will benefit Mo Salah as well. I don't know what your take on that is. But
Yes, indeed. You have a good point, indeed. But this will be his first time playing with Salah in the Liverpool team because he doesn't know Salah that well. But he knows Van Dijk and Gakpo and Gravenberch that well. They're on the same national team together. But this will be absolute help to help him out as a to get used to the Premier League more. Well, he will get used to it because Van Dijk will absolutely will tell him how the rules of this Premier League goes. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, but he'll be fine because he know he'll be having his Dutch teammates around him, and he'll be okay. So it will be his first time playing with Salah, as I said, and also Dom and these guys. But Gakpo, Gravenberch, and Van Dijk, he's gonna be okay because they play for the Dutch national team on international duty. But yeah, playing with Salah, I think Van Dijk would help him out. Gravenberch and Gakpo, they will have a Dutch teammate talk with him and tell him how this goes. Indeed, we know he's coming from a Bundesliga. Yes, he have a Bundesliga improvement and as well. So the Dutchies they'll be having a talk, and also Slot. I think Slot as well as a Dutch as well. I think they will absolutely have a talk with him, and we will see how the further he will be in the squad. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see play with Salah for the first time. Never seen these two play before. They play against each other, and it was in the Champions League that we played, and we battered them as with 4 goals. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what will happen. I'm looking forward to see what the captain Van Dijk will say. We want him before for pre-season as well because we need him to really do the pre-season training. So yeah.
he's homegrown as well. He's no stranger to British football. He's homegrown as well. He spent a decade in a Manchester City academy, I believe, and went to Celtic in 2019 for a couple of years before obviously jumping ship to Bayer Leverkusen. So it's not like he's a complete stranger to why is my door? That's weird. To that going off as well. So yeah, big up to for that. Ozan Kabak says, does Bajcetic come back to be a rotation player or does he get sold? I was going to throw this. Oh, you're back. What do you think about the future of Bajcetic? Do you think he comes back into this squad? Does he become like a rotation, a backup to Gravenberch? Does he maybe slot into like a... Because the thing with Frimpong is he's quite versatile. So he can play right back. He's more known as a right wing back in recent years. So the possibility is there to maybe switch formations, be a bit more fluid, be a bit more versatile and rotate. I don't know. What do you think?
Budget, budget kick. If he comes back, well, I think that budget kick was Klopp's player. Not sure what Slot will do, but we will have to see. And yeah, we might even have that as well because the way he plays, he's unknown still, but we need someone to really be back up. If he comes back, I don't have any problem. He's good.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, it's such a shame, like the injury set him back big time. Because it would have been because he came in at a tough time for Liverpool. He came in that season. I think it was the season where we just won the league. He came into a season in which it was a very, very tough scenario to be in. We had a ton of injuries to our centre backs. This young kid comes in. He has to play in a position where there's very little leadership in that role because our leaders had either got injured or were playing out of position. Then he gets his injury. It was just so unfortunate for him. and he hasn't quite managed to rediscover that since. I'm hoping he comes back and he hits the ground running. That would be great if he does, but not many players kind of come into the first team, do well, then go out on loan and then quite make it at that club. So yeah, I don't know if he'll come back and be as strong as what he was, but here's to hoping that there is a role in the future for Bajcetic if we so need him, depending on obviously how our summer transfer plans are going. Big up, Luca. I hope you are well, my dude. And welcome. Thanks for coming back to the stream. Hope you're good, my friend. Ozan says, apparently Frimpong already speaks perfect Scouse as well. I'm sure he's had plenty of conversations with Van Dijk and Gakpo, as Jordan alluded to. So I'm sure that some of the lingo definitely picked up. But,
yes, the Dutch connections of these players. They have a great Dutch connection indeed. So yeah, well, yeah, indeed, man. Yeah. With Van Dijk, Gravenberch, Gakpo. I think Gakpo is going to probably be excited. Gravenberch. I think Van Dijk. I think that Van Dijk as a captain for us, despite he's the captain for the Dutch national team, I think he's really buzzing at the moment right now. But it looks to me like he really do what he has to do, and he looks to me like yeah, indeed. So big up to Van Dijk, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody's in Dubai right now, aren't they? Like slots in Ibiza. All the players are in Dubai. They're back Friday. They're training only once a week. They're just really, really enjoying it right now. And can't say I blame them, to be honest. Can't say I blame them.
Yeah, because we're not playing this weekend, because we're playing Monday, so they have the time of their life to do celebrate if they want, both champion, but they have to make sure say they have more, because they have to have lots of more, because remember that Sunday, not this Sunday, the other Sunday, we have celebration and parade, so they have to have it as well to really have fun indeed. And just dash the last one and Trent Alexander-Arnold and set him off to wherever he wants to go. So yeah, man, but I'm really happy that the boys are training. Yeah, man, have a celebration training. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Indeed, I'm really, really happy. And Slack is just celebrating. I don't know. He has come to reality. So big up to the Dutchies.
Big party time in Liverpool, indeed. So let's just assume then that this gets across the line. We get Frimpong done, dusted, official, signed, sealed, delivered, confirmed.
Yeah, man. As I said,
next,
transfer. What's next, man? Yeah, what's next, man? We were looking at this Bournemouth player, you know. But now I'm hearing that Real Madrid wants him, so that is Dean something his name is, you know. So yeah, and because exactly him, same one. If he was going to do, because I just did a video on Frimpong, and if he was to come to us, I would have done.
Oh, then to go there. Read a couple of these. Training, they're partying. Yeah. I think they're only doing like one training session a week. So they'll be probably back in training on Friday or Saturday. So I think they're only doing once a week. It's quite funny, really, that obviously we've only been doing one or two training sessions since winning the league. And I don't think we played completely terribly against Chelsea, but we still lost. We weren't the best. We weren't great, but we weren't exactly completely terrible. We were just obviously a bit drunk and a bit, lackluster a little bit. But and then obviously one or two training sessions later, we're drawing 2-2 with Arsenal. So yeah, it's not exactly the worst kind of position to be in, to say that these players, like you say, are partying and doing very little to no training. And Slot is DJing, and he's absolutely killing it. He's absolutely killing it over there. He really, really is. And big up to Arnie Slot for what has been an incredible season and an incredible time so far at Liverpool. So yeah, I want to touch Jordan, but Jordan's obviously had to temporarily disappear for a moment. I wanted to kind of gauge what is next for Liverpool. I wanted to sort of guess what are we looking for next. Like I say, we have been linked with a number of creative midfielders. Striker situation, I think, is definitely going to be addressed this summer. Outgoings as well. The likes of Nunes will probably go. I think Simicast is definitely on the way out as well. Harvey Elliott's name keeps on getting mentioned with the likes of Newcastle, for example. And there's probably one or two other names as well. I mean, the recent reports suggested that Chiesa is going to be used as part of a makeshift for Ademola Lookman, and I don't know how I really feel about that one, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not exactly... I wasn't exactly a big fan of Lookman when he was in the Premier League beforehand, and not exactly a big fan of his right now, to be perfectly honest with you. But I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority there. Like I say, for me, left back would be the area I'd go for. Kirkez, get that deal tied up. If Bournemouth want 40 million for him, go for somewhere between 30 to 40. Get that over the line, done and dusted. And there you've got your fullback options really, really secure. Then go for the number 10. If that's kind of how we're defining that position now. The creative midfielder, the number 10 role. Go for that one. Sort that out. And then depending on who you sell, then try and obviously plug some of them holes that are there. Diaz, if he does go to Saudi or he goes anywhere else, plug that gap. Nunes, if he goes, definitely need at least one striker there. If you need a backup striker, there's a striker in Liam Delap that is going for 30 million. I don't think that is a terrible shout. As far as
there's one. The Frankfurt player, Eric Etike from Frankfurt. He's also on it as well for to be the striker.
I agree. I've mentioned his name a few times. Like he does look like he's got a lot of raw talent to him. It does look like he's got a lot of raw talent. That is probably going to be exciting to see if we can obviously fine tune him, shall we say. He does seem the more likely option. I don't know. What do you think about Liverpool's transfer policy for this season?
Well, this is being the first card. We only have this is the best one, man. The best one ever for us in the summer transfer window. Indeed. And can't wait to see this player. Right? Be on a jet plane, sign the contract, sign the medical, sign the contract, and then we have to wait for him to unveil. So really, this is the best transfer. I'm really, really excited for, man. But yeah, and also I'm hearing about we also we entered the race late as well, but not for free. We're already advancing talk with Frimpong, but it's about Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen as well. We could have yes, a Bayer Leverkusen teammates there at our club, but it's not going to happen because we enter the race too late, and it looks to me like he's heading to the Etihad. So Wirtz looks to me like he's heading to Manchester. So his family, his parents is in Manchester, so that means that he could be heading to the blue side of Manchester. So yeah.
I think he will go Bayern Munich in the end. He could very well go to City. There is a big gap to fill with obviously Kevin De Bruyne leaving at the end of the season. I think Wirtz would fit that role pretty perfectly, in all honesty. But yeah, I do think that Bayern Munich in the end will get their player. It would be great to have Wirtz. I think Shirky might be an alternative that we eventually go down that route if we genuinely are serious about getting that kind of number 10 sort of role. Although Xavi Simons might be more legitimate, shall we say? That might be more of an opportunistic signing as well. That I think Liverpool again might find it hard to turn down should they decide to explore that route. So, what kind of positions would you be looking to strengthen this summer?
I'm looking up mid center forward indeed, because look, man, if Nunes go, man, I want him to go, man. But this part, yeah, he has what he has done, man. Change the champagne and Salah wasn't even in the mood. He isn't even happy with it, and yeah, man. If we get Eteke, no problem, because we need someone that can put the ball into the net, and I see it from Eteke, and he's doing very well as well for Frankfurt. So if we get him, it's gonna be a fantastic one for us indeed. But yeah, center forward indeed, because I think Salah wants to play with someone different, and with him getting contracts, Luke, we rebuild with him and Van Dijk. You know what's gonna happen? We're getting players. If these guys wasn't gonna stay with us, we realize I would have never get Frimpong or heard about Frimpong coming to us. These guys is the reason we are getting him. Van Dijk especially.
All right.
So
Ozan says, how shocked would you both be if somehow FSG managed to pull in Wirtz?
Well, it's not good. The only way that could happen, you have to hijack both clubs. Bayern Munich and Manchester City. That's the only way.
I agree. I'd be very shocked if we did pull this off. I probably would give it a 2 out of 10 chance of us doing that. I think he's staying in Germany. I think it makes sense for him, probably from a family and personal perspective. But yeah, I don't really see us pulling off this deal, in all honesty. As much as I would love to, because I think Wirtz is an incredible talent, I expect him to stay in Germany. Big up to Ballum, who is in the building. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you are good. It's not exactly a here we go done deal just yet, but it is seemingly edging ever closer. Personal terms are seemingly on the verge of being completely agreed. And then it's all about getting the fee together. And obviously, like I say, it's a release clause, so we know the kind of target we need to hit. And it's a different release clause because we don't have to pay it all in one go. We can work out a structure with Bayer Leverkusen, and if we are to get that structure in place, that would obviously benefit us as well. So, yeah, things could move very, very quickly on this.
I hear about that, Balam, about Madrid entering race for Wirtz. It's only us, City, and Munich, no Madrid. So, well, I'm not sure if Real Madrid wants to really, because they already are getting Dean from Bournemouth and getting Trent from us. So I'm not sure about that section, but yeah, great point. But that's not happening. So it's just three clubs right now. So yeah.
Ballum expects Darwin Núñez to go. I 100% agree with you. Apparently, you're a big Darwin Núñez fan yourself, Jordan. Although he goes on to say he's just kidding.
Well, I am. Yes, great point from Ozan. But the only one reason of every single time I watch this player play, does he know where is the goal? The goal is not in the stand, or is it? It's not up in the sky. It's on the field. It's falls into the net.
Yeah. He does everything right.
Salah miss, yes. But before Núñez joined us, I'm a biggest fan of Sadio Mane and Bobby Firmino. Though I'm the biggest
Yeah,
fan, and I'm still the biggest fan of Firmino and Mane, see me, and Salah.
I agree. I agree with you. I've had this discussion
But
numerous times. He does everything right, but find consistency. He does everything right, but find consistency. Nunes, it's frustrating. So frustrating. Ballum here says, "Do you see Federico Chiesa staying?" I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think he. I want to
Oh
see
well,
more of it. But I don't necessarily see it.
yeah. I'm not sure because I'm hearing that Milan is interested in him. I'm not really sure if it is true or is that fake news. Because yeah, but he's not getting gaming time. As Josh did ask me before, as I bring this up in Josh preview that we did for the game against Arsenal, he asked us about Federico Chiesa, indeed, and I said to him, said he get gaming time indeed, but he's playing in the Champions League and we don't see him again, and he's on the bench watching like a fan, like he come and join us to support us, not to play for us. He sit down, yeah, we know he's injured, but he needs to get gaming time. But will we see him start on Monday coming against Brighton? That's what I want to see if he will be in the lineup on Monday for the game against Brighton. That what I want to see if we will start him come Monday. He needs to get gaming time because if he doesn't, that means he looks to me like he's looking through to the exit. So
I
yeah,
hope
I
so
want to
as
see him.
well. I think we've missed a trick a little bit this season with not playing him up front in certain games. Um, I don't know why we bought him. I'm trying to work out in my head why we bought Chiesa when we knew going into it, like if it's to do with his fitness, we knew going into it, like his fitness was always going to be an issue. We always knew like he was a bit injury prone, unfortunately. We knew he was a great talent, but we knew that there were going to be question marks over his fitness. And if that's going to be the case, I don't know why we ended up buying him. Don't get me wrong, for 10 million, it's not exactly like it's a massive deal. But at the same time, I just have to question what we were thinking if
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause, yeah,
yeah, if
after
it's about his fitness and injuries.
Italy won the Euros, just say his form has dropped recently. His form has dropped. We're getting Keith. I don't know why we signed Keith. And comes to us as I hear the next minute. You hear he's out injured.
Mm. Yeah,
We don't
it's
even get
frustrating. So
no
frustrating.
time, no time. He didn't play last year, and he didn't start last year, and he didn't start this year.
Yeah, very
So
frustrating. Balamas Victor Boniface.
well,
Would you take him at Liverpool?
yeah, no problem at all. I thought this player is just good. He can score goals. He know where to. He can put the ball into the back of net. I don't have any problem with him. Yes, I'll take him. No problem. He knows the goals. If he doesn't show up, they have when him there to show up and score. Their top leading scorer most time they not even in play. Yes, but yeah, I'll take him. No problem to me. Nigerian, surprising. Wow,
There
Nigerian as well. No problem.
you go. Jordan would take Victor Boniface. Fair enough. Florian Wirtz is his dad is his agent. Is Florian Wirtz happening? Like I say, bro, I don't think it will, but I can only dream. I can only dream. I only mentioned Real Madrid because Xabi Alonso, Florian Wirtz is a talent. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine Xabi Alonso would love to have Florian Wirtz with him at Real Madrid. That could obviously materialize. But I don't know. I don't know. I think he'll stay in Germany. Personally, I think he will stay in Germany. Would be good to hear what Jordan thinks of Boniface or Victor Gyökeres. What do you make of Victor Gyökeres? We've talked about Boniface, but what do you make of Gyökeres in Sporting?
He's good. He's good. I really like his celebration when he score goals. He looks to me like a Batman celebration when he always does, and he use both of his hands. But yeah, absolutely. I will take the both of them. I'll take the both of them. So yeah, we will. I have no problem with the both of them. They can score goals, indeed. And yeah, I take him. I will take two instead
Where
of
do you
one.
see Gyökeres going this summer? It seems like he's going to be leaving Sporting. It seems like his time in the Portuguese league is coming to an end. Where do you see him going? Obviously, Arsenal have been linked a lot with him. Manchester United, with obviously his ex-manager Ruben Amorim, has been strongly linked. Where do you think Gyökeres will be going this summer? Just on a quick
But
one.
man, if United, as I said, man, Ruben Amorim coached him before at Sporting CP. It could happen. Yeah, Arsenal fans. Yes, I saw Josh talking about him all the time in his pre-recording videos, also in his live streams. Yes, I saw him put Victor in his in the Arsenal kit. I think if he goes to Arsenal, as I said, no, they need a striker because if you do not want to battle the league, yeah, battle the league against us, City. If you want to be champions, get a striker out there. If you want Victor, go for Victor. But for me, especially, if Victor wants to go to Arsenal, I think he will probably go because he knows Ruben Amorim. Yeah, he scored goals against Arsenal, but if he goes to Arsenal, I think he will score goals for Arsenal indeed. So we have to see where he ends up, what what is his decision. But yeah, he have to decide if he want to go to Arsenal or Man U because he knows Ruben Amorim. So he know who coach him at Sporting CP. But if he goes to Arsenal, we will see what they will do with him up front. Will they play him up front either of Kai Havertz or Mikel Merino? Well, they will play Mikel Merino still, but it's got to be what will happen, where he will go, if he will end up at the Emirates at the Gunners. So yeah, we will see if he will go there. But I will take him at Liverpool. If we were in that race for him, I'll take him. I'll probably have to see if he will come to us, but we're not linked with him. But it will be interesting for him to really join the Gunners, and it looks to me like if he goes to Arsenal, would Arsenal have a chance of winning titles? Or if they get him, we will see what could happen.
Yeah, I don't necessarily see Liverpool going in for Gyökeres, which is a shame because I think he'd be absolutely outstanding for us. But at the same time, like I was saying this to someone the other day, like the striker market has got, in my opinion, three top quality strikers that are pretty much as guarantee a transfer as you can get, and the rest of them are mostly gambles. So for me, a Gyökeres, an Isak, and an Osimhen are, in my opinion, guarantees. Those three are guaranteed to get you 25 to 30 goals a Premier League season and roughly about 40 goals around about there in all competitions. They would be insane.
Yeah.
The rest are a little bit more of a gamble. The rest are like more your project players, your players you're going to develop to maybe become that world-class striker one day, or they're going to be like, just ones that have the potential. A bit like Nunes when we first brought him, had a lot of potential, just needed to like kind of just a bit rough around the
Yeah.
edges, that kind of thing. But
But for me,
yeah,
if really,
I'm
yeah,
I'm not
yeah, because
sold on
if
the
really,
old Gyökeres thing.
yeah,
I would love it to
because
be Isak.
mm-hmm,
Fingers crossed on Isak.
it
But
should we. For me, no, yes, if we go for Holland, I don't have a problem with the Norway international because right now he's at City. Yes, I know he's at Manchester City, but if we go for him earlier before City gets him, right now we would have seen him score 20 goals to 30. Right now, if we have Holland, no, look. Realize that now, coming next week, Sunday, the final day of the Premier League this season, is number 21. No, because we don't have Haaland. Haaland's at City. So we have Darwin Núñez is number 20 now. We should have number 21 coming up this week, next week, with if Haaland was at Liverpool. But City gets him before us. And look how fast Haaland came. Haaland don't even have Premier League experience when he joined City. Now he have it. Because he's scoring, he's young. He's young. Núñez just enjoying us. He play, he missed. He's on the bench, come off, he missed. Our club is not a missing club. We play football to win. We score goals. We put the ball into the goal. If Firmino was still around, I realize there will be goals, raining goals for us, raining goals. I think Salah, for me especially, despite, as he said, man, in one of his, I think it is one of his, someone was asking him about Mane, and he says he talked to Mane. They are good friends. Yeah, he missed Mane, Luke. He missed Mane, despite Mane is in Saudi, but he missed Mane because him and Mane, they play for separate countries, yes, but they have a good connection with the club and with us as fans. But he prefer to play with Mane more than playing with Núñez and Diaz. He will be happy because if he have ball, chip it to Mane, catch it, Mane go on the goalkeeper, give it to Mane, back heel kick. We miss all of that. We miss that. The Mane skills, indeed, even against Arsenal that we played Sunday. If Mane was playing for us, him and Firmino, how much would we have won that game? 4-2 or 5? We could have won that game 4.
Yeah.
Because Mane will have linked up, Firmino will have linked up, then scored. We won that game 5 goals.
I agree. I still maintain the fact that if Salah wasn't playing alongside Núñez and Diaz and was playing alongside better finishers, he would have broken the assist record by now. He would have got a ton more goals, a ton more assists. I get your point, bro. 100% get your point. Big up Zakir. Hope you are good. He just says big up to the panel and the chat. Welcome along to the stream, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Feel free to get involved in the chat, my friend. Would love to hear what you have to say on anything Liverpool related. Jordan, what do you think about Zubimendi? Will he flop at Arsenal? That's what Ozan's asking here.
Looks to me like we're seeing a Real Sociedad revolution between him and Mikel Merino. Oh man, this guy, man, he rejected us. Is this the reason why he rejected us to go to Arsenal? Okay, fair enough. Your teammate, your country teammate, yes. Both of you guys play for Spain. Fair enough. So you want to go to Arsenal, good. But if you go to Arsenal, we're still going to beat the guys in here. We're still going to beat them same way. We're still going to beat them. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Yes, the Real Sociedad revolution. Yeah, Mikel Merino. Martin Zubimendi. Zubidibidoo. Yeah, indeed. Look, man. If you have his teammate there, Ozan, him and Mikel Merino, they have a good relationship. They used to play for Real Sociedad. They're going to play for the same club when he joins them. And he play as well. They play together for the country. So that is Spain. So, yeah, I think, I'm not sure if he will be, well, that could happen, yes. But kind should have been at us. But Mikel Merino is at Arsenal. So, it's a Real Sociedad reunion. So yeah, it's a reunion, guys in the chat.
Rate that. Sorry, just trying to see if I can read this. It's gonna let me. That's not letting me. Thanks, Ballon. Appreciate it, bro. Take care of yourself. And I agree, Victor Gyökeres would be amazing, but I don't think that's going to happen. Watch along for Friday, potentially watch along for Friday, depending on if I have time. It's not a set in stone thing, but maybe, just maybe, a watch along on Friday may take place. Zakir says, Julian Alvarez. I know we've been interested in him in the past, but what do you make about the former Manchester City player?
Oh, Julian Alvarez. Fair enough. Well, I'm not sure if Ozan will absolutely take him, but for me, man, he needs to stay at Atletico Madrid. But fair enough. Coming back to the Premier League to play for us, and Pep really knows him very well. So if we use him against City, Pep will be shocked that he playing for Liverpool and playing against City, that he played for City one time with City and leave City for Atletico Madrid and come back to England to play for Liverpool. Pep is going to be shocked if that happens, if we get him. But yeah, no problem with Alvarez. I don't have any problem. He's an Argentine. And also talking about that is a great point as well, Luke. You need Alvarez. He also know Maka as well. So if we get him, we have two Argentine. Like we got to have four Dutchies in the league. So everything is international players now.
Two Argentines, two World Cup winners. Alvarez has won it all with Manchester City. I get it, bro. I get it. I like it. I like the prospect. But again, I don't necessarily think we're going to get him out of Atletico anytime soon. But could be something worth keeping your eye on, just in case we decide to revisit that. Just some news from Paul Joyce. It's Paul Joyce and the kind of place he the Times, should I say. He basically said that Liverpool will trigger Jeremie Frimpong's release clause, the £30 million release clause that is in his contract. Liverpool will trigger it, or they expected to at least. And in the same article goes on to state that Liverpool do hold interest in the Florian Wirtz, but are waiting to see whether or not he wants to leave Germany. So Paul Joyce there confirming and also putting a little bit of the latest sort of statement on things to do with Jeremie Frimpong and Florian Wirtz. So interesting, exciting times lying ahead. Balance says, do you see Harry Kane returning to England? He won a trophy. Could he return? It's possible now that he's done what he is set out to do over there. Do you see Harry Kane coming back to the Premier League?
No, so for me, man, after he won a Bundesliga title, I saw him in his interview that they did that's because Harry Kane is probably, I see he's laughing, his friend is laughing indeed, like he's no funny happy.
Right, that. Yeah. There we are. Wrong one. Oh, are you frozen? I think Jordan froze. Or was it my end? Jordan might have froze. Yeah, looks like he's just frozen. Yeah. Unfortunate, but we'll continue. Big up Marco, big up bro. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Told you, by the way, not to worry about Barcelona. I knew you wouldn't bottle the league. It's fine. He says, sorry, but I think Frimpong is better than Trent. I watch a lot of Bundesliga as well. Yeah, I'll take your word for that, bro. I don't follow Bundesliga as religiously as what I used to. All I know is from the certain games I have watched of Leverkusen, including Champions League games that I've seen him in, and I do rate him. I do rate him a lot. I just think he's a little suspect defensively, but I think we have the players and the capabilities to somewhat cover for that weakness. And I feel like if we focus on our strength, we can cover for those potential weaknesses. Agreeing there with what Jordan says from Ozan, who says that our club is not a missing club. Facts. Big up, Zakir. Hope you are well, my dude. You also go and say that Alvarez, Isak, top two. I 100% agree with you there. Would love Isak especially. Nunes, Alvarez swap with 40 to 60 million on top. That would be good. I'd rate that. I'd rate that. If we can kill two birds with one stone, get rid of a player that we don't want, bring in a player that would be absolutely excellent and be a welcome addition to our team, that'd be great. Jordan's back with us now.
Yes, as I was saying about
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
As I was saying about him, man. Because man, if Kane, I don't see nobody linked to Kane. Because in his interview that when he was happy. He was happy that he finally won a trophy. So yeah, I think he's staying and playing with Jama, Musiala, Leroy Sané, and these lads. And so I think because there is nobody from England, no club isn't linked to Kane. So I think he's happy. He's happy where he's. He's finally won a trophy. It is his dream to win a trophy, and it's absolutely come true. So yeah, I'm happy for Kane, and I want to see if he can do the same for his country, England. But yeah, I think he's gonna really stay at Bayern Munich because he's happy. He's finally won a trophy, and that is good. That is good, and yeah,
Yeah,
well
man.
done by him.
Yeah, it took him a lot longer than I think he would have expected or hoped for, but yeah, he's finally got that kind of he's finally got that off of him. He's finally managed to get the one thing that was always said against him to be put down. So he's managed to finally win a trophy. Some will say it's a bit of a tap in, but you still have to go on and win it. So fair play to him. Whether or not he'll come back to the Premier League now, he may have some unfinished business there, but
Oh yes,
here's the thing. I don't see him going to Man City because obviously they have Haaland and they've just bought Marmoush. I don't see him going to Arsenal, even though they would love a striker like Harry Kane. I don't necessarily see him going to Arsenal. I don't think it would suit them, or he would suit them. Liverpool, there was rumours, but I think they were just rumours. I don't think he's the kind of player that we'd go for. Chelsea, he'd kill it at Chelsea. To be fair, I think he'd absolutely kill it at Chelsea with the kind of players that they have, the chances that they create. If they just had someone just to say, "You stand there and just put the ball in the back of the net," I think he'd kill it at Chelsea. To be fair, but again, I'd only want to see that just because it would really annoy Tottenham fans crossing that Tottenham-Chelsea divide. So, I don't know. Maybe I just want to see the world burn, but that's just me. Might Alonso take Frimpong to Madrid? I mean, they've just got Trent, so I don't necessarily see why they would take Frimpong as well, to be perfectly honest with you. But no, I think that this one, I'm quietly confident that there's going to be no hiccups, no U-turns, no 11th hour bids. I'm pretty confident that Frimpong to Liverpool is pretty much done. I don't like to speak in absolutes, but I'm pretty confident that Frimpong to Liverpool is pretty much done. Frimpong is the Dutch national team, but doesn't speak a lick of English as he was raised in England. Obviously, doesn't matter, but just a fun fact, he never lived in the Netherlands at all. Yeah, we were saying earlier how he spent about a decade in the Manchester City Academy, and he spent obviously a couple of years with Celtic before moving on to Bayer Leverkusen. So he's definitely notorious around Britain. I got what you meant. I got what you meant with not speaking Dutch. So yeah, I get you. 100% get you. Would be funny if Spurs win. Yeah, we've got a big couple of weeks obviously coming up. We've got a big couple of weeks. We've got FA Cup final this weekend, of course. There's going to be a preview on that coming up either today or tomorrow. We've obviously got Europa League action coming up. I don't know when the Conference League final is. I've got no idea when the Conference League final is. So I don't know. And then obviously end of season next week. The week after, obviously, is Champions League final. So we've got a big couple of weeks coming up, people. It's going to be very exciting and very intriguing as the conclusion to this season goes down.
We're talking about end of season, Luke. Great point. I'm doing an end of season review the following weekend. Indeed, if you're free, you can come on because I'll be cause Josh will be joining as well, so we'll be recapping everything.
Nice. Shout out to doing that.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
Big up to him. We'll see. We'll I'm sure we'll arrange something. I'm sure we'll constantly have these things as well later on in the summer because there's going to be a lot of transfer activity, I imagine. So big up to everybody that's going to be joining us for that. I think Kane in a few years will come back to the Prem to beat Shearer's record, to beat all-time top goal scorer. I see him coming to Liverpool in a few years. How old is he though now? He must be 30 odd right now, right? Just double checking.
I'm going to be uploading a Frimpong video right now.
31. He's 31. You're uploading a Frimpong video. Solid.
I'm going to upload.
Go check that out. Go and subscribe to Jordan. Absolutely killing it over there. So definitely do check out that Frimpong video when it drops. Reporting there that they have triggered that. On that one, not English. He does speak English. Yeah, I got you, but don't worry. By the sounds of it, Frimpong is already fluent in Scouse. Yeah, we mentioned that before, didn't we? Big up to Jordan. I think he's gone. I think that's Jordan out for the stream. I'm not 100% sure, but big up to him on that front. Absolutely awesome to talk to him as per usual. Would also be funny if Betis wins. I'd love it. It would be insane, right? Anthony to go and win the Europa League for Betis against Chelsea. A Chelsea side which were pretty much guaranteed to win that competition. That would be amazing. That would be amazing if that was to happen. Fabrizio Romano's just tweeted, guys. He's just tweeted Jeremie Frimpong and Liverpool, just a matter of short time. Just a matter of short time. Those are the words from Fabrizio Romano on the social media platform known as X, formerly known as Twitter. And I will always say it's Twitter because to hell with a stupid name like X. So that is the big breaking news. The release clause, I assume, has been triggered like the Times mentioned. Romano has jumped on this. I'm going to assume that this is a done and dusted deal as far as what Jeremie Frimpong to Liverpool is concerned. Get involved in the chat, guys. Would love to hear what you have to say on this. We are keeping going for another however long. I don't even know. Spurs need to win and break their curse, defeat the Satan. As much as I would love to see Spurs win against Man United, because for obvious reasons that I hate Man United, I think that the one time it actually means something for Spurs to go up against Manchester United, because obviously everyone's talking about, in recent times, Tottenham have been a bit of a bogey side for Man United, and Tottenham keep beating United. The one time it matters is probably the one time that Spurs are going to flop. So, a bit of a spoiler alert, but I have a sneaky feeling that United are probably going to win a Europa League this year. I think I actually did put them to win the Europa League at the beginning of the season, even under Erik ten Hag. So I'll have to go back and check out the video to remember, but I'm pretty sure I did. I will be a Tottenham fan for 120 minutes in Bilbao. Same, bro. Same. My dad's a Tottenham fan, so I will be there with him. I will be there in spirit with him, just, going, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. I will be there. I will be there. Fabrizio just tweeted about from yeah, just covered that. Like it's pretty much been given the "here we go" treatment. I don't think he actually put "here we go," but it's been pretty much given as the "here we go" treatment. Transfer window in August, not before. It does open before. I think it opened. I think like the official end of season is like the end of June. I think so. I think it like officially opens in July. And it's a little bit different this year because obviously the Club World Cup has obviously altered things a little bit. So I think it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just sort of weird. I think the Club World Cup is, a bit strange. Definitely, here we go. Paul Joyce also confirmed that the release clause of Frimpong has been triggered. Yep. I've read that as well, so we're good. We're good. I heard it here first. Big up to yourself, man. Big up to yourself. First time viewer, great content, bro. Keep up. Thank you, bro. Really do appreciate that. Really do appreciate any kind of support that I can get. It's really, really appreciated. Will never be taken for granted. And like I say, hope to see you around for videos, live streams in the future. So big up to yourself, man. Really do appreciate you being here. Should United invest in new players or a new stadium? They're getting a new stadium. I don't exactly know if that's probably the wisest of moves, in all honesty. But definitely new players. Definitely new players. United's problems. I mean, United have a lot of problems, but United's biggest problem this season has been the expectation that Ruben Amorim is going to come in and, with a magic wand, change everything overnight. So, Jordan's back with us, ladies and gentlemen. It's been given the it's pretty much given the "here we go" treatment now, Jordan. It's pretty much done and dusted, it seems. Frimpong to Liverpool.
The video is uploading, guys. So when it's done, check it out, guys. It's uploading.
There you go. You know where to go. Jordan Hyman's YouTube channel. You know where to go, people, for Jordan's complete take on the big breaking news today that it seems imminent that Jeremie Frimpong will be announced soon as a Liverpool player. I sound like a Spurs fan. You know what? Like I said, bro, for 120 minutes next week, I will be a Spurs fan. Next Wednesday, I will be a Spurs fan for when they take on Manchester United in that Europa League final. Do I think
you will be a Spurs fan? Okay,
bro,
fair enough.
120 minutes, bro, for one day, for one night, I will be a Spurs fan.
Richard, don't really come after me, but I'm going to be a Man United fan for one day.
What?
I'm from a Man United fan. I'm going to be a Man United fan for one day.
What? You call yourself a Liverpool? No. You can't call yourself a Liverpool fan and say that. No. Why? He's frozen. He's frozen. We're not even going to get a reply. He's frozen. Bro, you can't say that. This is live as well. I can't edit that out. Bro, what are you talking about? No. He's frozen as well. I can't believe I can't believe we have just heard that. A Liverpool fan is going to be a United fan next week. Look, I somewhat agree because I get it. I want Spurs to win, but my heart wants Spurs to win. My head is saying Man United, right? My head is saying Man United will win, but I'm going to be supporting Spurs.
But I'm not watching the game. I'm not watching the game. The most important game I'm focusing on is the one next week, Sunday. I'm not really focused. I'm not really going to watch that Europa League game on Wednesday because I'm doing a preview for the game for Sunday game for next week Sunday.
Right. But you still said you were going to be supporting Man United. That is scandalous, bro.
Well, I'll be listening to the game in the background.
You still said you were supporting Man United. That is scandalous.
Dude, no, I'm doing it just for my family. No, not for me. Just for my family. So you're not really good. It's for my cousins. My cousins and my uncles, because they're not going to be watching the game. So it's just ding ding dang ding dang.
I don't know. Is that a good enough excuse, chat? Is that a good enough excuse? I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced, but to each their own. To each their own.
Fuck that Europa League, man. Yeah, for me, look, man. The Conference League, Anthony sure. He's going to kill Chelsea.
If Real Betis win the Europa League,
the Conference League.
Yeah, if Betis win the Europa Conference League and Man United win the Europa League, Anthony's picking up 2 European Cup winners' medals this season because he was part of the United squad in the Europa League. Anthony's picking up the Europa League winners' medal and the Europa Conference League winners' medal. That is bizarre. Of all players, Anthony. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, indeed. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. As I said, hope this is only the start of a great summer transfer window. I mean, we're definitely owed a good summer transfer window after what has been a couple of really.
Do you think that the game will go to extra time, bro? Come Wednesday.
It's going to be weird. It's going to either be like a very entertaining, exciting end-to-end 5-5 or 6-5, 7-5, 7-6 or mad scoreline like that, or it's going to be one of the most frustrating 0-0.
On penalty, I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna say 10-5 on penalty. So
what is happening right now? 10-5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I was to put a bet on that, I'd that would be
if the level at 5-5 in regular time.
Jesus, what is happening? That would be insane. I hope you're right. I hope there is some entertainment on the day, but that is insane. I think Spurs should still fire Ange even if they win the Europa League 17th. I agree, and I've compared this to last year with Manchester United under Eric Ten Hag. Ten Hag and Man United won an FA Cup, and I said at the time United should sack him, keep him as a rival fan because United are no threat with Ten Hag. But if I was to be open and honest, I would still say sack him. And obviously, as they did, they ended up sacking him just a few months later because they gave him another chance, even though they were wrong to do so. But I agree. Do you think Ange will go if they don't win, or do you think he will go even if they do win? What do you think?
Look, man, if they don't win, I think Spurs will sack him. And also, I think that Heung-min Son will be back for this finals if he's all right for him to lead the team Spurs. He's their captain. I hope he's back, ready to go. And because if he then doesn't win, man, Spurs are nothing, man. They're nothing indeed. Because if them get beat by Man U, I don't know, man. Bruno Fernandes is in form like wow. So scoring back-to-back goals in further against Athletic Bilbao, indeed back-to-back. This player just too good. But Spurs is missing their captain and leader, Heung-min Son, so they need a South Korean back. So we have to see if he will be in the lineup on Wednesday against Manchester. Divided on Wednesday? Yeah. Yeah, the sports against divided.
They're definitely missing Kulusevski and Madison. Those are 2 massive losses for Spurs. So facing a bit of an uphill battle already before a ball is even kicked, unfortunately.
Yeah, and also I'm hearing that Ruben Amorim wants Jamie Vardy as well. So that's about 20,000 he will get if he enjoys money. When he enjoy Man United, they need somebody to score goals. So they're looking to what to get Vardy. So I'm not sure if Vardy will accept if he will still play Premier League football because he came out as he's leaving Leicester. So Ruben wants Vardy.
It's going to be interesting to see what the future holds for one Jamie Vardy indeed. Long may the rivals rot and Liverpool continue to be successful. Here, I agree with that. I'll be a Spurs fan too. I think every Liverpool fan will be, apart from Jordan, apparently.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! You know what, man? I'm not. I'm not going to watch Conference League, man. I'm going to watch Conference League finals, man. I don't even pop up. I don't care about your.
I don't even know when the Conference League is. I don't even know when the Conference League final is. Oh, he's going froze again. Yeah, I don't even know when the Conference League is, so I genuinely got no idea. Ain't no way the man is supporting United in a cup final. I agree, mate. I agree. Like, that is scandalous. That is absolutely scandalous. Another subplot for Spurs to win it. Also funny for Arsenal. Yeah, I agree with that as well. It would, in my opinion, mean that Spurs have had a more successful season than Arsenal. And they finished 17th. They finished 17th. Jordan's now in damage limitation mode. Very much so, very much so. Big up to your Never Walk Alone 66. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Long time no see. Would love to get your take, my bro, on this news. Would love to hear from you on this. This is not FIFA 2025. One thing's for sure, Spurs are bottlers. If they win, we'll put Man United in the mud. Like I say, man, my heart is my heart is saying that my heart is saying I want Spurs to win it, of course. Of course I want Spurs to win it. I'm not supporting Man United in any way, shape, or form. I want Spurs to win this competition. However, me trying to be impartial, me trying to be neutral, and me trying to look at both sides objectively, me using my head as well, is saying that unfortunately United win. And I don't want that to happen, but I have a horrible feeling that it's the history of the Tottenham. And that is the way that football goes for Spurs. Could Spurs do a Mourinho and sack him before the final? No. Unless Postecoglou has got a massive payout clause that says if he wins a trophy with Spurs, that Daniel Levy has to fork out like a ton of money, then he ain't going nowhere. Maguire better hope Son won't be back. Don't think. Ooh, maybe he will be actually. Maybe he will be. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how both these teams line up, considering they're all dropping like flies. We've hijacked this. We were talking about Frimpong, and now we've hijacked this to Europa League and Europa Conference League. Casemiro has said at Man United he's been the best he ever played. Sorry, Casemiro has said at Man United he has been the best he ever played, even better than at Real Madrid, which is a wow statement. Bit of PR there, surely. Surely a bit of PR there. Why does Jordan hate Spurs? No idea, bro. You have to ask him. Link. I'm gonna wrap it up anyway, bro. I've kind of got to wrap this up now. So thank you for coming on, though. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully we can obviously do this again sometime. But I've kind of got to wrap this up a little bit, very, very, very soon. So yeah, I do appreciate you coming on, though. Always great to talk football with you, dude. Like I say, guys, go and check out Jordan Hyman's channel. Doing some incredible stuff over there. Some live streams, some football chat, and some really good stuff over there that I'm sure it will have something for everyone. So do go over there. He's what are you on, bro? What you're on like a road to a certain amount of subs or something? I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, do go over there and check his channel out. Very, very, very good stuff. Conference League final is in Wrocław. Don't even know where it is. I assume like Poland. Don't even know what day it's on. Is it before or after the Europa League final? I don't even know. Road to 2.5k. Go over there, bro. Go over there, guys. Check out Jordan's channel. He's on the road to 2.5k. And like I say, I'm sure there's something for everybody over there. So do check his content out. Oh, he's flipped. He's flip-flopped. He's going with 3-0 Spurs. We've won him over. If Man United win, it's good. That means next season in the Champions League, you will see a lot of 5-0 and 7-0 against Bayern and the likes. Oh, good stuff. Funny times. Funny times. Yeah, I don't want them to win. I don't want them to win it, but I've just got a horrible feeling that Spurs are going to bottle it again. I still can't believe it. I can't either, mate. I really, really can't either. Like, crazy. I will stick better to topic next time in titles. I mean, I welcome all football chat. Like I say, I love questions that are just somewhat out of left field sometimes. It was just kind of funny to me that we were talking about Liverpool, the transfer business, and then all of a sudden it gets hijacked. It was just a little amusing to me, that's all. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate any sort of chat, comment, question, whatever it is. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys are paying attention and also wanting to get involved as well. So I do appreciate that a lot. So thank you all so much. And road 2.5k. Like I say, check out his channel, Jordan Hyman, right here, guys. Check it out, indeed. It's after the Europa League final. I'm assuming it's like during the week between the final day of the season and the Champions League final, then, right? Let's have a quick look-see. Yeah, Wednesday, 28th of March. So basically, just under 2 weeks today. Come on, Betis! I have a Betis shirt, actually. So if I was to do a live stream, which I don't think I will be able to, if I was to, I'd be wearing that. Big up Anthony, yo! Big up Anthony, man. Class. Oh, that would be amusing. Right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. This has been very entertaining. The bottom line in all of this chat, Jeremie Frimpong to Liverpool is a go. Jeremie Frimpong to Liverpool is in motion. Jeremie Frimpong to Liverpool is imminent. According to the likes of Paul Joyce and Fabrizio Romano, that is the bottom line of today's stream, that Liverpool may have their first signing of the summer almost done, dusted, and close to being official and confirmed. Signed, potentially. Sealed, nearly delivered, pending, and on its way. I absolutely love the sound of all of that stuff. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for stopping by. Everybody that's been during this live stream, you've all been class. Can't thank you enough. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new or want to see more content like this. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really does mean a lot to me, your support. Thank you everybody who got involved in the chat. Thank you for Jordan who came onto the show. Like I say, really, really, really does mean a lot to me. Will always be appreciated. Never take it for granted. You guys are absolutely awesome. And I can't thank you enough. I'll be back with more content, more stuff to talk about, more football. We've obviously got Premier League predictions coming up probably tomorrow now. We're going to be talking FA Cup final as well tomorrow at some point. Obviously, if anything does happen between now and then, transfer-wise or anything, we'll be back. But yeah, we've got those two coming up to look forward to. We're going to be doing a Europa League preview also next week as well. We'll be talking the final days of the season. We've got a lot coming up as the season reaches its conclusion. And of course, transfers begins to take center stage. You'll never walk alone indeed, Ozan. Thank you for stopping by, my bro. Really do appreciate it. Do you have a Fiorentina shirt? I don't actually. They actually do have some really good shirts, don't they? As you go and say, like, I'm really trying to build up a collection of football shirts. I did that mystery kit, mystery shirt box thing for a while. Those were class. Those were class. Really enjoyed getting just a random shirt every month. But yeah, definitely need to do that again. It's been a while since I got my last one, so maybe it's time to look into that. Maybe. But Fiorentina shirt, yeah, would be nice. They've got some really good ones. Ajax bottled a 9-point lead in 4 games. Yeah, have you seen the video? The video to PSV celebrating Ajax conceding a last-minute equalizer. Oh, it's class. It's just class. Really enjoyable to watch. Final day of the season for them. 1 point clear at the top of the table. Could be very exciting and interesting as far as what PSV are concerned. Young squad as well. Like, absolute boss. Absolute boss. You'll never walk alone indeed, Jordan. Thanks for stopping by, my dude. And thank you for joining us on stream. Like, really good to talk to you as always. Check the video, bro. Yeah, like I say, again, I'll say it again. Check out Jordan's channel. He's going to be dropping a video on Jeremie Frimpong. I'm probably going to go watch it as soon as this stream is over and done with. And just to wrap us up, 15 quid actually. What was that in reference to? I've completely forgot. My memory is terrible. I've completely forgot what 15 quid. What's that in reference to? I've completely. Sorry, bro. That's my bad. My memory is shocking. It's probably something that you're probably going to say, and then I'm probably going to be like, "Oh yeah, I remember now," because my memory is just. I'll do that in videos as well. I'll have like several. I need to start writing stuff down. I'll have like several points to make in a video. I'll hit like 6 out of 7, and then I'll forget the 7th one, and I'll just be like, I don't know. That was in reference to the cool site for Jersey 777, cheap quality, new retro shirts. Not mine. Oh, nice. Thanks for the tip. I'll have to check that out as well. If it's all genuine and legit, then yeah, I'll definitely check that out if that's true. Cool. Thanks for that, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, videos dropped on his channel, so do go check that out. We're going to wrap things up here. Thank you all, like I say, so much for watching and listening, guys. Thank you, everybody, for getting involved in the chat. Thank you for everybody that stopped by. Really does mean the world to me. And like I say, we've got a lot more content coming up. We've got a lot more stuff to talk about between now and the end of the season and beyond. as obviously we count down to the end of the 24-25 campaign and going ahead into the summer of 2025, where there will be hopefully a lot of transfer talk to come. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks live stream, and I will see you speak with you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thank you all so much for watching and listening, and I will see you speak with you all again soon in another video, live stream, or whatever it may be. Peace out, guys. Thank you all so much. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all again very, very soon.